Here's the bike. Got it broken down as far as you should ever really need to have it taken down. Sorry. That's where the seat goes. And there's the battery right there. This thing is an aftermarket deal that I put on. This thing plugs into the wall. Basically, you're gonna have to buy that. Cause I bought one for 2 bikes, so I'm not gonna give you that. But if you're not gonna ride the bike for like a month or so, I'd plug it in. It's for the battery, which is basically just it keeps a little bit of a charge on it so that it doesn't. The battery doesn't just drain. In here, these are wires from when I cut this big piece of stupid plastic that was on the back. Those wires go to a license plate light. It's a little white light that actually lights up the license plate. You don't need it. These lights do a fine job lighting it up, so you don't need that crap. But you know, if you ever have work done on it and some guy looks at it and says, "What the hell's that?" That's what it is. Down here, this guy right there, that's where you check the oil. It looks empty right now, but you gotta put it up, stand it up upright. It should be warm when you do it. Stand it up upright, and then if you look right there, there's lines for the oil. Down there is the oil filter. I put the mirrors back on. I never rode with the mirrors because I hate them, but it's a lot harder to ride when you don't have mirrors. If you want, there's aftermarket little bar end mirrors that just clip on right here. They're pretty cool. I always wanted to get them, but I just never did. Also, there's another thing I wanted to do is get better blinkers that look cooler than that. The blinkers on here are kind of lame. The chain, it might be a little bit loose. When you take it in to have the work done, just ask them if it's tight enough and if it needs to be tightened. You actually probably don't even need to mention anything now that I think about it, because they're gonna take the whole wheel off to put a new tire on, and they're gonna they'll adjust the chain as it's needed. If you look, it's still, I mean, the tire's still good, but if you rub your finger on here, you'll see it's you know, definitely within the next 500 or 1,000 miles I would get it replaced. You can adjust the suspension up in there. I wouldn't even mess with it. So that's this thing. That's a tank bra. That thing's extra. That comes off, but leave it on. It keeps your tank from getting scratched or anything from your belt buckle, or your pants, or whatever. I took off all the warning labels that they put on the frame that say "Do not remove," but they look stupid, so I took them off. You can take the mirrors off. The mirrors are really easy to take off. Just unscrew them right there. That's all I can think. I'm gonna have one more video. I'm gonna have Amy video me just putting it back together real quick for you, so you can see. I'm including. These are all the tools the bike came with. There's a bunch of stuff, most in there I've never even used. These are mostly what you use. You gotta take off 2 little plastic pieces and 2 screws to put the seat. Those are the plastic pieces to put the seat on and off. You'll do that a couple times just for if you need to replace the battery or something like that. But this is where the back seat goes. That thing just comes off real easy. I'll show you that in just a second. Right here is a broken. This is plastic that's broken. I've tried to fix it with epoxy and stuff, but it won't. It just keeps being broken. But it's no big deal. You can't really tell any difference. So, Amy's home. She's gonna help with the next part.